Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another show of Boom Dads Lads. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna do it. I fancy doing it. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real mum. All right.
Freestyle.
I'll do it. Oh God, my beard. Do you know when I ever tells you about beards? They're so fucking itchy. When you need to balm them, they just get itchy. I balmed it in 2 days.
My beard is annoying because now it's getting really long, yeah, and I wear a coat. So when I'm driving, the coat's like here.
Have you done that?
And it comes up, and I'm walking around, and I got fucking lumps out of it, and it looks all twisted, and I look like a twat.
Have you caught your zip in it?
No.
I did it the other night at firework night. Because I was freezing, shut my coat on, hood up, beanie on, and I went like this.
And you pulled out. He's like,
I thought I'm gonna have a bowl patch. I didn't. It's fine. Oh, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I'm feeling just
alive.
Vitamins. I tell you now, fatigue's gone. Fatigue has gone.
Yeah.
Because I normally have a hump in the middle of the day where I just change my meal plan. So I eat evening now, and I have medium snack. I used to just have lunch, and then get tired after lunch. Have a very, very small lunch now. Very small lunch. Have breakfast. Very small lunch. Dinner. Nothing past 9 o'clock. I'm not trying to, I'm not an athlete. I'm not going to cut food off at 6 and go to bed at 7. But I feel better. I feel so much better. Just more alert. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, everybody. How are you?
So the energy is good. The energy levels are rocking and rolling for you. That's good.
Mandra is key. I'm telling you.
Mandrake.
Mandra. Do you know what a mandra is? It's
No.
mandra.
Who's Manda?
Mandra. It's a mantra. Mantra. It's where you put your energy back into yourself. Close the circles.
Okay.
Don't know what that is.
You don't let it out. You put it back in. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't know what that is. That sounds interesting though. Namaste, sausage roll. Yeah, I'm okay. I wouldn't say it's been the best week so far, but that's a personal matter that the listeners don't need to know about.
Or do you?
No, they don't. No.
Do
not
you though?
Not at the moment. I'm not going to spill the beans, Niall. It's not a public story.
It's the film and it's the camera. It's all that matters.
A good story, yeah.
This is a safe space. We talk about everything on this show, people. You know that. You all know that. We talk about everything. Nothing is taboo on this show. Honestly. Well,
okay. The genital warts are back then. All right.
Told you. Freeze them off. Liquid nitrogen. Gone in a day.
Chewing gum in the freezer. Yeah, I know all that.
Chewing gum in the freezer. Yeah. Do you know some people put their deodorant in the fridge? Roll on.
That'd be cold.
People say it's refreshing.
I bet it is.
I bet it is. On a hot day, especially in summer, if you put your roll on in the fridge. Although I tell you now, fuck summer off. Winter is officially here. Bonfire night's been. Halloween's been. Bonfire night's been. Telling you, it's.
Yeah. So what did you do on Bonfire night, Niall? Come on, tell me.
So we did 3 shows. 3 shows this year. 2 on the Saturday.
2? You greedy man.
Now listen. People are gonna have a bit of something to say about this, but this is how I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
So my lovely child wasn't quite sure if she's been to them before, liked them, but didn't quite remember this year. She wasn't quite sure. Anyway, she'd heard a few, like, because you get dickheads that set them off on the 4th of July. I mean, not 4th of July, because you can set them off on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
They set them off on the 4th of September.
Yeah.
So she wasn't quite sure. So I said, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go for a drive and we'll go to the display. We won't get out. We'll sit in the car and we'll watch them from the car. So we went to the display and I'm watching all these people paying £10 to get in. And I'm waiting for them all to go inside. I'm doing a few loops in the car of where we went to. Anyway, after everybody went in and they were just about to start, I parked right in front of the gate. My daughter had perfect view. She was warm, toasty. She had snacks. She was sat watching her iPad beforehand. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So then on the way home, there was another one just about to start. So we ended up watching that one too. She loved it again. She had the window open. She was out the window, absolutely loving it. Took her out, sat her on the roof of the car. Brilliant. And then, Sunday we went to one, physical one.
Yeah.
And it was a really good one. Very, very small area, but like really small local villagey type. However, they had a candy store, like a candy truck, like a pick and mix truck.
Yeah.
They had a donut truck. They had an American burger van. It was brilliant. Made a night of it. It was good.
Did they have a fare?
No fare. Fare.
Okay. Just
I hear some places though. Some places were charging £45 a car to get in. £45 a car.
Well, over the weekend I was working, so some of the guys went to Wellingborough Rugby Club, and they were charging £10 a car. So if you get 5 people in, it's basically £2.
That's smart.
Yeah.
£45 a car for fireworks. I don't want to buy. I don't want to light them myself. I mean, I do. I love lighting fireworks.
Running.
Some funny stories about fireworks.
Let's bring it on. Let's remember.
Did I do a firework display with you?
No.
Did we do one at work? No, I did one at work. That was good.
I don't know.
I remember. So me and my brothers, obviously, the history of the lads pad we had. Anyway, we had. Do you know those kind of shops that sell everything?
Yeah. They
just sell everything. Anyway, this guy always had fireworks in. And basically, you'd go in there and he'd have wall-to-wall fireworks. This was like a grocery store, but grocery shop, mini-mart, whatever you want to call it. But you had wall-to-wall fireworks on the back wall. And I used to say, like, because you get those selection boxes and they're not that good.
What,
so I used
little
to say,
fireworks?
Just like little flares and stuff. So I used to say, look, can you sort me out? I'll give you 60 quid. Can you sort me out a deal for 60?
A bundle. Yeah.
A bundle. And he'd do the fucking best bundle for 60 quid. Like, he'd put like those little mini loud rockets. He'd put a big pack of rockets in, loads of random little ones. And it'd just be a fucking... Anyway, he gave... One year we went, he gave us all of this. And then he gave us one of those giant rockets.
Stick in the ground.
Now, where I used to live was... I don't know if you remember where I used to live in the centre of town, the gardens are very low walls. So in that area of town, they're very low walls because back then everybody used to be neighbourly and used to share everything. These are very old Victorian houses. And in the middle of everyone's back, because you could see everybody's in a square, in the middle of it was like an alleyway that went straight down to the main road that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did the big rocket at the end. And we put it in the plastic tube. However, it was that heavy, it pulled the plastic tube from that to that.
Oh, shit.
So for the listeners out there, it went from being upright to at a 90-degree angle, right? And it literally went straight over the wall, the little wall, straight over, past all the houses, and went straight on into the main road. Hit a car, and then went.
Oh shit!
We did the whole thing in the house. Turn the lights off. We're not in.
Was there other people in the neighbours watching from their gardens or not?
Oh, no one was watching.
Oh.
This is the stupid shit we used to do on a Wednesday night. No one was watching. Oh, so yeah,
Wow.
big mistake. So
Knock,
my,
knock,
my
knock.
wife, my wife won't let me in the house. She's like, no, we're not having them. We're not having them in the house. We'll go watch them, but we're not having them.
See, I don't think they should be allowed to be sold to the public. I think they should only be at displays, because I've seen too many times when kids just throwing them in the streets, putting them through letterboxes. When I was at school, yeah, my first girlfriend died in a house fire from fireworks. They were trying to get her dad, I think. I'm sure it was her dad. Just round the corner from where I am now. And
How
she
old were you
died.
at the time?
I was at lower school, so less than 10.
Oh, she was a kid.
Yeah, she was a kid. Yeah, she died in a
Oh
fire
my
as well. Yeah.
god, that's
Yeah.
awful.
I even remember the name, strangely enough.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, so from that point on, I've never really. I mean, I've had fireworks in the garden. I think once I bought some. We had them in the back garden about 3 houses ago. And just the little packs, like 20 quid or whatever. Just the little ones on the fence that go woo, woo, woo. Catherine
Cartwheel,
wheel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine wheel, that was it,
And, and,
cartwheel.
and little rockets, little mini rockets. And that was about it, really. But I don't think they should be open to the public, because there's so many bad people in the world now that just take fireworks. It's like having a bomb in your hand. Oh, I can do something with that.
There was a bloke outside Parliament, wasn't there, dressed as Guy Fawkes?
Oh,
And he was
there?
basically he was just holding rockets. He got literally taken out.
I'm
He
not
got taken out.
surprised. What an idiot. Was he an oil protester?
No, surprisingly not one of those. They just smash up paintings that were done 200 years ago for some random reason. I don't know what that's stopping.
That are worth 90 million. It's an oil painting.
Oh, that would have been it.
It's like, I actually thought they damaged it, and I thought they should go to prison for that. But then I realised it had like glass on it instead. So
They're all in cases. Like, none of that
I think-
art's out.
no, I was going to say.
Like, the problem is with that is, fuck me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because you got to remember is that all these old paintings, they're probably made out of whale oil. That kind of oil.
Yeah, shark fat.
Whale blubber, that was it. That's how they used to make candles and everything. Was it out of whale blubber and all that?
I don't know about whales.
Yeah, that's what whaling used to do.
Definitely animals. But okay.
Yeah, whaling. That's why whaling were banned, wasn't it? Because they were killing them for the fat and the oils that they used to get out of them.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. Fucking history. Not
Sorry.
seen Moby Dick.
I wasn't allowed. I wasn't alive.
Did you not? Listen, Herman Melville, Moby Dick. Read it, motherfucker. Jesus.
I remember
Kids-
the Moby Dick
kids
whale
today.
was pink, wasn't he? Is it pink?
Oh,
Is it grey?
it's like a grey colour, yeah.
Didn't he swallow a human? Did he?
Probably a couple.
No, in the story.
It was a deep throat.
Literally a whole body worth. I went to fireworks. If you're interested, if you're not, fuck off. So yeah, I went to a nice show. It was. We got there and we got in the queue for donuts. Yeah, because I thought, when you get there and it's outside and it's filled and there's fucking loads of people and you can smell the donuts cooking. And I thought, I immediately thought of you with the Nutella and the Biscoff at Dr. Fright's.
Stop talking about.
And I thought, ooh.
Why did you think of me? Why are you saying donuts?
Because the last time I smelt donuts was very recent, and I felt sick afterwards.
You wasn't forced.
No. Anyway, the queue was that big. We got in the queue, and then after about 10 minutes, the fireworks started. So we were watching the fireworks with our backs facing the queue to the donut van. And then we'd look round, and then people would move, and then we'd move back again, and everyone was doing it. So the fireworks were over there, and yeah. By the time the fireworks finished, 20 minutes later, we were about third in the queue. So we just turned around and bought donuts. Just had Nutella ones though, 6 for £6 they do. Yeah, I had 4, and I felt really ill.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? At one point, we turned around and there was 2 female police officers And I said, it's a bit ironic, isn't it? You know, like police donuts. It is in America anyway, isn't it? Like they eat Dunkin' Donuts, you know.
You said it.
She didn't get it. Oh, where's he gone? I scared him off with the donut story. There he is.
Oh, did you say it then?
Yeah. I laughed
Oh
to
my
young
God.
to young female officers, and I thought it's funny.
Oh my God.
But then I turned around about a minute later, and they weren't in the queue anymore. I think because the fireworks had finished, and they had to go do their job, like directing people and that. So they couldn't wait and get their donuts.
So
But
I
think that's funny.
mean, I'm so glad you said it because that's killer that you said it.
That's funny.
So where was I?
That was Sunday.
Was it
I went.
Sunday? So I was driving back from somewhere Sunday on my own, and do you know when you're in the car, you're having a good time, and you're just singing along. But the problem is, a good song come on, and I was jamming. Right? Listen, I Would Do Anything for Love by Meatloaf came on. I would do anything for. Anyway, it got to the beat, it got to the drop, and it was guitar solo and everything. Anyway, I'm slapping the steering wheel, but I'm in traffic. Anyway, it turns out there's people on the other side of the road are in traffic as well. Right next to me was a police car, 2 police ladies. And oh my God, they were killing themselves. They were absolute, and I was just like, I'm having a good time. It doesn't matter. Just carry on. Style it out.
Arrest me.
So I did. I was loving it. But I obviously got caught jamming out. I'm always in the car jamming out though.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard the story. This was going viral last week, a week before. That Amsterdam released secret video, like a recording. Have you heard this? You must have heard this. No? Well, I have it, and I'm going to play it for you. Oh, did I just press that button?
I've not heard this. What is this?
So
I mean,
basically,
it's Amsterdam. It's bad, isn't it? It's clearly bad.
It's a story from Amsterdam, like a hen party.
Okay.
So, I will play it for you.
The story because I'm literally telling everyone it's so horrific. So my friend Amelia, who I was with yesterday, she's got a mate called Ellie who's in a house share in London, and Ellie shares with like a bunch of girls, and one of the girls was telling her she's just been on a hen do to Amsterdam where the stag and the hen went at the same time. I think they're all just like a mixed social group who kind of like knew each other, but then the stag went one day and the hen one way and the hens went the other. And one of the girls on the hen do got super drunk and went into one of these booths with like a glory hole. And so a guy on the other side stuck his dick through. So the girl was just drunk and started sucking him off. But it was one of these ones apparently where like if like she pushes a button and the guy pushes a button on the other side, they can kind of see who's on the other side. Like it makes it like transparent like a window so they can see. And so, being drunk, she thought it'd be hilarious to push this button just to see who she'd been sucking off. And so she pushes the button and looks up, and it's her dad on the other side. And apparently, like the hen and the stag do all went home early because it was like so traumatic. And the girl's falling out with all her family. The mum's obviously found out and is like not speaking to the dad. Like it's broken up the whole family because this girl sucked off her dad through a glory hole.
Both of them. Honestly, just.
Imagine that. Imagine that at Christmas. You all right, Dad?
Problem is with that story is that's foul.
That is foul.
However, that's clearly the girl in the story. That's the narrator whose story that is clearly.
Yeah.
Or it's not because she's fucked up. However, is that story real?
It's been going round England for a couple of weeks now. Yeah, that's gone viral. because it's
Why?
such a shocking story.
But
Who shared that in the first place? That's what I'm saying. Who shared that voice note to her friend?
exactly, I know. And who went? Who goes to their friends and goes, listen, I've got something to tell you. Oh my, I'm sorry, that makes me feel fucking ill. Oh, you can cut that shit out. That's wrong. Right, and morally, on both sides.
Firstly, you're that drunk. You're supposed to be getting married, yeah. And then secondly, that's a dad. That's a husband of somebody, you know, who is also on there. Why are you that drunk that you are doing anything like that anyway?
No, mate, cut that shit out.
That's bad. Imagine that family is ruined forever. How the daughter. See, this is what happens when you drink alcohol. This is why me and Niall hardly drink alcohol.
No. Told you, 1 drink max at any occasion. 1 drink max, nothing more.
Exactly.
And do you know what? Even if I've had 1 drink, and I'm talking like a bottle of beer, I won't drive. Like,
even though technically you might be able to, but you don't know.
I wouldn't know my own abilities though, because I know because I don't drink after 1 beer,
that might affect you more. Yeah,
my body feels different than it normally does. So fuck that, mate. Just fuck that story off.
That's bad, isn't it?
Why? Oh my god, so many questions, and I don't want to fucking know.
Oh, he fell over. See, there hasn't been any like part 2, as it were. So, like you say, is that a true story? Did that really happen? Has it been set up? Is it just somebody for attention? But that is the joy of the internet. Nobody will know, and it will just be anywhere.
Have you seen the documentary coming out on Netflix about the Instagram girl, the one that faked having breast cancer?
Yeah, I've seen that advertised. I think that's on there now. I can't remember, something about Instagram. Yeah,
she should fucking have that. She should. I tell you now, they should fucking inject it into her after that.
So what's the story about that then?
Classic scenario, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Puts a story out, puts a GoFundMe next to it, like most people fucking do these days.
So she had breast cancer and wanted money for treatment, yeah?
Yeah.
And the goodness of the public
and basically
paid money to her.
You add more stories. And the problem is that all this... The thing is, right, GoFundMe's bother me a bit because the genuine people that really need the help are more than likely not. They're not going to ask.
No, I was going to say, then they'll just keep quiet, yeah.
Like, and the genuine people that need it probably wouldn't even think to do so because some people put it up for everything. They'll put it up for fucking everything. Oh, we need, we're trying to take family on holiday. They've not been on holiday in 10 years. Oh, I've set up this GoFundMe for this family. So far, they've got £6,832 in their pot. And their goal is 22,000.
And they put a picture up of their kids in shorts that are holy, got holes all rips and tears in their t-shirts, dirty legs because they can't afford soap. It's like, we haven't been on holiday. That's what I mean. They need to wash. But yeah, that's the sort of bullshit you can create.
I fall for it because I tell you now, I'd give away everything to anybody. Anyone ever said to me, "Can I have your shoes?" I'd fucking take my shoes off and let them have them. If they really needed them, I'd give them my shoes. Do you know what I mean? And I fall for that, and I would like to help. If I was ever in any ability to help somebody, I would literally do anything.
I like your ideas and the sentiment in that, but you don't get anywhere in life by helping people.
No, not if you're doing it for your own. Not if you're doing it for your own gratification. You don't know.
Unfortunately,
it's these people that give a sandwich to take a photo, giving it. that sort of shit. Do you know what I mean?
See, I don't mind that, because I'd rather see that than a horrible video. I'd rather see someone who is actually giving a sandwich to a homeless person or someone that needs food. As much as the cunt you are, they're still doing nice things. So I know it is self
Problem
glorification,
is,
but it's
those
still
people
better
that do the
than.
nice things though, they still get into trouble. Look at that. What's that guy called? Mr. Beast. Look how much good stuff he does. He gets into loads of shit for what he does for people.
Yeah, there's
He
a
gets,
millionaire that just spends all his millions every time for a new video.
but yet they're like, you know, the amount of stick that he gets from people, like you're showing off, you know. Problem is, right, you give something to somebody, someone else will get jealous, and because you've
Yes.
not given it to them,
Yeah.
you know, like I've not, you know, fucking hell, I've not got loads, but I tell you now, like, not even for gratification for myself, I don't need stuff. Like, I need basic stuff to get by in my life, and I'm happy. No, I didn't used to be. I never used to be. I used to want all the material shit.
So what made you
But yeah,
change your attitude, change your life? What happened, do you think?
to realise that
Yeah.
the only thing you can't buy is memories and time,
Write that
and
down.
that everything I want to do in my life now like revolves around making a memory out of that situation. You know, you can do, for example, you can do loads of overtime and you can make loads of money, and you can keep doing that overtime, and the next month you'll do the overtime and you'll make more money and you'll save more money, and then you'll buy something expensive that adds no value to you personally, no value to your life, no significance. You know, if you could pay for, you know, for example, if you could pay for some of the things that you can't pay for, if you could pay for, if someone said to you,
5 more years of life.
yeah, if someone said to you, oh, you know, oh yeah, it's £600 and you can talk to a dead grandparent for 2 hours. You know, all these little things that you would spend money on.
Come to me, I'll help you out.
Like,
Free of charge. Yeah.
no, but do you know
I
what
know
I
what
mean?
you
Though?
mean.
Like,
I know what you mean. Yeah, something
if you,
that has
if you
value
could,
and meaning. Yeah, that's what you.
if you
The
could
better
rewind
things
the clock
than a
and
shitty watch.
realize, yeah, or
Who wants a £100 watch? I mean, what are you going to do with that? You're just going to get robbed. It's going to sit in a cupboard in a safe, never come out. What are you going to do with that?
it's mental, yeah, and it does the same thing. It tells you how much time you're wasting. Imagine that. So the watch on your wrist it's the symbol of all the money that you've wasted. And then when you look at it each time, it tells you the time that you've wasted earning the money for that one thing.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean anything. And that's why for me, I want simple things. I want health. I want good food. I want a good family. And just to enjoy myself while the little time I've got. Like, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters.
No.
Like, and it's took me a long time, a very long time to realise that.
I think the more good time and good memories you create with your wife and your daughter, I think that is one of the main things that has changed your ways as well. Because you think you see them and you think about them when you're not with them, and you don't sit at home like go to work or something and sit there thinking, oh, I've got a new DVD player. Do you? You don't think of that. You go away and you miss your wife, you miss your daughter, you miss your
And
family.
that's it. Like, those little things, those little memories that you hold on to are worth everything that you sacrifice. You know, if I have to work that little bit harder to create a memory so we can do something, or, you know, time doesn't stand still for no one, does it? Do you remember when your kids were born and everyone else says, oh, they'll grow up like that? Do you ever think that you'd get to the point now where you've gone from having babies to you know, your
Adults.
sons at university, and your other son's growing up, daughter's growing up? It must be like time's just gone like that.
Well, my daughter's 20 next year. What the fuck? My son's 19 and 17 as well. And it's like, wow. I'm 45. Fucking help me.
This is what I mean. For any of us, though,
Oh, dear.
for any of us, like, it's not slow, is it? Time does not slow down for anybody.
I wouldn't say the time has gone quick, but if you look back over the years, yes, it does seem quick, but as you're living it, I don't think it is necessarily. I mean, we do say every year, oh, fucking hell, summer already, nearly Christmas. And then in March, it's like, oh, it'll be Christmas soon again. Isn't it? That's all we ever say. But yeah, so in that sense, oh, I can't believe it's May already. It's only like January last week.
I know, but then that's my biggest bugbear is what you're saying now, is when people get to January 1st and they'll their next quote will be roll on summer. Wait, so what about the 6 months in between?
Yeah.
Roll on summer. Why? Like you're going to sit and just dwindle for 6 months
And do
and
nothing.
just wait for the good times to come in 6 months? Like, no, it just for me that's my biggest change in life is realizing what you've got material doesn't mean anything. Like, it'll all go, it'll all disappear, and it'll all fade away into the ground.
Yeah.
And do you know what? You get one go round, and how you choose to spend it, who you choose to spend it with, if you're happy, you're unhappy, you don't like your job, it's all up to you. It's all up to you to change it and do something about it.
Exactly.
That.
Yeah. There's no one else that can do it. So
no, and that's the thing. No one can change your circumstances.
only you can, and very few people close to you.
And I love the funny shit about life. I love the funny shit about. Honestly, I am this person that sits there, and I'll think of something funny that I've done or said or something, and then I'll burst out laughing for about 10 minutes. So, funny story scenario. Me and my wife were watching something on. I've never done this before. Me and my wife watched this on TV the other week, and it was this My Mum, Your Dad. This like
Love Island for parents. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were watching it, and I thought I said this in my head, but I said it out loud. But I had my hand like this, and I just literally went, "Wow, she's got banging tits for an old bird."
No.
Honestly, the look I got, it's killer. She's like, "What?" I was like, "What?" And I was like,
Who? Where?
I fucking said it out loud, didn't I? I've never done that, and I said it out loud. I was like, "Gosh, she's got banging tits for an old bird."
What's her name? Wow.
I was just like, "Oh well." I was like, I just looked to my wife and went, "Well, she has to be like that."
Do you agree? What do you think?
What about it is? Do you know couples that side eye, like when you're in the car, and you do the look when you're with your significant other, and you just do the old side eye look, and you get caught. Nice, is she?
I used to get that in the old days. Yeah, I've been caught doing that in the past. When you're looking, it's like nice to say, yeah. Wow. But
problem is this day and age, the woman's around. She's more likely to turn around and say, "Yeah, she's actually all right." Like that's the thing. We have this relationship there. We're just funny like that, and we'll just say it how it is. So it's kind of now. I'm glad.
Oh, look at her! Look at her ass! Wow.
It does not. It's not that.
Okay.
It's not that. It doesn't go that far.
It's not that bad, no. Fair enough.
No, don't get away with that. Yeah, funny shit, man. I love funny shit stuff.
Talk about that though. Do you ever sit there and have not a premonition, but a thing? If this happened, that'd be really funny, and then suddenly you fucking laugh because you think it happened. I do that. Like, I'm sitting there watching telly and like there's an advert on, and you get up and like make a tea or something, and you think, imagine if that happened, that'd be so fucking funny. And then you start laughing to yourself, and it's like, what are you laughing at? It's like, don't know.
I know, but then I do
funny.
that at the most serious times.
Funerals.
So
Yeah.
last week I made a coffee, right? And I
Yeah.
made a filter
Serious.
coffee. Made a coffee. I was in the kitchen, made a filter coffee, put it in the cup, and we've got 6 of these giant cups, and they're beautiful cups.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, I literally, my work phone rings, go to take a work call, pick up the cup, and the entire bottom is clean as you like. And I'm talking as clean as you like, not like the entire bottom of the cup. Picked it up, the thing just went, pfft, everything came out of the bottom, and the bottom of the cup was just sat there. I've got a picture I'll send to you. And it literally, and I was like, there's coffee everywhere. I'm about to take a work call. I've already pressed go on the call. And I'm like,
My cup fell apart.
there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. And I just burst out laughing. I told the person on the phone what had happened. I was like, oh, fucking hell. So, yeah, those funny shit of life.
They're the
I've
best
broke
things
some-
in life. The little things that make you laugh, that don't have really any meaning, but they keep you sane.
Stuff that I've got away with as well. Like when I've broke some, like I've broke stuff at work before. Like I broke a computer and just totally come in and went, oh, fuck's sake, who's done this? Do you know what I mean? Like, all this
Who's
stuff
broke
like that.
it? Yeah.
I remember once, right? I was on when I first started one of my jobs. It was in like a big corporate office. Anyway, and there were hundreds of people that work in this office, and you don't have a set place where you sit.
Your station,
You just sit where there's a desk and there's a computer, and you sit, and there's hundreds of people. Anyway, I sat in this chair, and every time I sat in this chair, the front would go forward like that, so I kept falling off. Anyway, this old bloke next to me, very posh, big bloke, old bloke, proper clearly high up at his job. Anyway, he left his desk for about 20 minutes. I thought, I must be in a meeting. So I swapped the chairs around. Anyway, he comes back, starts sitting in the chair. I'm there typing away, and I'm going. And he sits down, and anyway, his chair goes, boom, and he sits back, and he tries to fix it, and then it goes, boom, and then he gets annoyed, and it does it again. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he literally stands up and went, who's touched my fucking chair?
Didn't he see you rocking though?
No, yeah. So I played the whole concerned citizen. I was like, oh, it's okay. I'm going now. Do you want my chair?
Have it back.
And I just thought, I've just caused all that. I've literally just caused all that. Oh, God. I'm going for a shit at work.
He's not, huh?
I went for a shit at work once and there's no loo roll.
Bath mat?
There's no bath mat. Oh, mate.
The wall? Toilet brush?
I used the cardboard. I used like the brown cardboardy bit.
Of the toilet roll, the inner bit.
Oh. And I just remember like
scraping it down the middle, bend it in half.
And then I was like, how am I going to get rid of this? Because that will sit in the toilet. So I got the brush and I pushed it round the Yui.
Never used it again.
I used to be so bad. I used to never shit in public. That was my thing. I never shit in public.
No, I hate it when people are watching me. It does my head in. Oh, you mean public toilets? Public toilets, sorry. I thought you meant just random. Abington Street, just sit down and squat. Hello.
Do you remember the toilet in the middle of the town? It used to have the electric door.
Yeah.
And it used to just run. It's the same on trains. Those doors. I don't trust them. I don't trust those doors on trains.
I had a shit on a train once, and I had diarrhea, and I was really ill going to London. I thought this isn't a good time to have fucking diarrhea. And I thought, I hope that doesn't fucking open because I'll be sat there fucking wiping my ass.
Do you know the best time to fully empty your bowels? If you've got a long haul flight, extra leg room, so you can sit in the toilet for as long as you want. Just sit there, empty them all out. Yes, just empty them. I did on the way to Florida. I was in there for like 45 minutes. Just sat there, enjoying
myself.
Party.
No, Johnson, please come back to his seat.
American toilets, though, you'll know this. American toilets, why are their stalls like this high off the ground?
I don't know. It's not good for you.
No. I'm not on about that. I'm on about the doors.
Oh,
So if
so
you
you
go
can.
to a rest, go to a
Hello.
restroom.
You
If
can
you go
look
to a
underneath.
restroom, they're like waist height. It's
Yes,
like, what the-
yes. When I was in, I remember I was in the Grand Canyon, um, at the helicopter port place there, and I think we spoke about this before. I went into the women's toilets thinking it was the men's, and I was stuck in there. And like you say, they're like them little saloon doors, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not fully high and they're not fully to the floor. You go about this much in the middle. It's like,
You can see kneecaps if
yeah,
you're sat down.
if you like lean over the top, oh mate, it's like, why do they do that? Yeah, well, I don't feel safe.
And the fact of going for a shit in these toilets, because I was doing it in Disney all the time, because everything's in Disney, everything's laced with cane syrup, because they don't
Oh,
use sugar, do they, in America?
the food you mean? Corn
Yeah, the food.
syrup. Corn syrup.
Syrup, that's it. Cane
The
syrup.
worst
Fucking
thing
corn
you
syrup.
can ever put in your body. That basically causes cancer. You fucking take it, you know you're gonna get it. That's how bad the
Well,
Americans think it is.
my body being as delicate as it is,
Did it?
it goes in and it's literally like it's just a funnel. So anything I had, especially in the Disney parks, drinks, like food, snacks, anything I had was just I was ruined after that holiday because everything just went through me. Everything.
He lost 4 stone in weight.
Fucking wish I did. So everything just went through me. So for me, it was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But yeah, those fucking toilets, I was in them all the time, and I'm just like, my fucking knees are hanging out. You can literally see your shorts and your fucking kecks at your ankles. It's just fucking weird.
See Brian
yeah.
walking past. You all right, mate? Oh,
Oh, it's
no.
just fucking dodge.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun times. But yeah, me and toilets, we have a funny relationship because I don't. Oh god.
Do you
I've
ever
got a
have?
bladder-
Do you? Sorry, go back to you in a minute. Do you ever have dreams where normally it is you are looking for a toilet to piss? You cannot find it. You find a toilet, has no door, or there's 12 people next to you and you have to piss in the most awkward place so you can't piss. And then you go find another place, you end up in another location and you still can't find a toilet. That's normally when you wake up and you fucking burst in for a piss. Sometimes, the odd occasion, I've done that with having a poo as well. Where in your dream, you are looking for a nice place to go toilet, or you sit down and you realise there's no door, or there's no toilet roll, or the toilet is disgusting and it's full of shit already, and there's just no way of pooing or pissing in your dreams. You never get them.
No.
I'm sorry, but there must be thousands of people out there, millions, because millions of people watch our show. They will know what I'm talking about.
The problem is with me. That's another thing. My bladder being like an egg cup. I wee all the time, all the fucking time.
He's weird now.
So I am. Can not hear it. Just, oh. So when I lay down to go to bed,
Yeah.
I lay down. Say, because what do you do when you get in bed? You lay and watch your fucking phone for 20 minutes, and 20 minutes turns out to be 48 minutes. So I'm sat there watching videos for 40 minutes. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Put my phone down, put it away, and then I think, oh, fucking hell, I've been laid here for 48 minutes. I need to go for a piss. I go for a piss, lay back down. What do? Pick up my fucking phone again.
Why?
And then, but the problem is, and then I think, fuck it, put it down, and I start listening to something that I want to go to sleep to. And then I roll over, and as I roll over on my side, my bladder goes, oh, there's still some left in this bit. And my body will not let me fall asleep if I know that part of me needs to go for a wee.
Well, I learned something yesterday. I read something on Instagram. I don't know if it's true, that the heart stores water. So when you lay down, the water eventually comes down to your bladder. It like draws it out. So that's some of the water that maybe a couple of hours after you go to bed, after your last toilet break, as it were. That is why you need a toilet quite early on. Because for me, it's always couple of hours after I fall asleep, I wake up, I need a piss. 2 or 3 hours. It's never like 6 hours or 5 hours. It's always a couple. And so I fucking have only
Seems
just
like one of those.
I've only fell asleep.
Seems like it seems logical. Do you remember? Like, I remember the story when I first ever learned that the reason why you wake up with erections in the morning is because to stop your body's trying to stop yourself from pissing yourself. And I was like, that is logical, I guess, because all the blood rushes to it.
Yeah, and then you piss in your face when you forget and you go to the toilet.
Anyone that's over 50 listen to our podcast go, yeah, those days are gone. Those days are gone.
40, mate. What's a morning glory? Fuck knows.
Oh, mate, erectile dysfunction.
I don't have that. I'm just saying. That's it goes in a man. You need some testosterone.
When do you think it goes? Honestly,
I noticed lots of things wrong with my body after I turned 40. Hip issues, back issues, always fatigued. Not always having that in the morning. So needing vitamins to try and make yourself feel better. Yeah.
But then I think a lot of it now, the more I learn, the more, because I'm a fucking reader and I read every piece of information, and I'll read about supplements and I'll read what's good for you and what's bad for you, and I believe a lot of what's happening with us and our bodies is down to our diets and what we put in our bodies. Because years ago, why have we got grandparents still that are 80s, 85, 90s? I don't think this generation's worth of grandparents are going to make it that, because you're getting 40-year-olds with really high cholesterol, really high blood pressure,
heart attacks, strokes,
more cancers. More cancers are getting younger and younger. And for me, it's like, it's got to be what's going into our bodies. Years ago, any food that you wanted, you would have to prepare. Yeah,
you'd have to grow it, prepare it, eat it. There was no process, there was no packet food. There was no cancer in the early 1900s.
Also, I would say maybe 20 years ago, takeaways weren't like they are now. Fast food, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Just Eat, they are literally thrown in your face.
2020, that's when the lockdown happened. These companies went, they rocketed, didn't they?
And it's always like, don't cook. You can feed a family of 4 with the bargain bucket for 20 quid and still have chicken left over. And people do it. Me and my wife are guilty of it. We literally, it'll be a Wednesday night. We've got food in the fridge. No reason not to do it. And we'll go, oh, should we just get takeaway? And I'm like,
you're so excited.
You say yeah.
Makes you happy.
Because it releases that dopamine to the brain that says, oh, no cooking, convenient food that we like to eat, full of shit. And what do? You eat that food. And every time me and my wife get a takeaway, we always say, we shouldn't have had that.
Do you remember when Jamie Oliver did his Sainsbury's adverts, feed a family of 4 for a £5? Do you remember them?
Mm-hmm. I love that.
And they were they were on the products, weren't they? They were like part 1, part 2, all these bits that you could make to put together for your meal. I think that's a brilliant idea. Good old Jamie Oliver.
But you got a booklet as well. So
you could get the card. You could get the card in the shop, and then you knew what you went, like a shopping list, really, wasn't it? But it included the meal and preparation and method.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant idea. They don't do that no more. People are lazy now.
Not only are you not wasting produce because you're getting exactly what you need,
and good food.
The portion sizes are set out to what they are in the packet. You're not going to get, you go buy a multi-packet of burgers for a family and you think, oh, I don't want to get 6 because 6 is not quite enough. Okay, buy 24 then. It's like, and I feel a lot of the health issues that we're having as we're getting older are down to choices that we make of what we put in our body.
Of course they are.
Slowly I'm learning about obviously the amount of water that we should be drinking, apparently stronger pH levels in water is really good for your brain and all that shit.
Hmm.
How pure, like how clean is the water coming out of our tap? How clean is it? I've seen so many experiments on how they test that, and that's bad.
Don't look. Don't watch them. They're bad. They never end well. But our
It's
water,
just
to be fair, our water around here is pretty good compared with some up north and down south.
yeah. See,
We have
my
hard
wife's
water, don't
family,
we?
yeah, my wife's family, they boil water first.
Oh, do they?
So they boil it and then they either put it in a Brita or anything like that because they boil it because of how well what
Shit
their
it is.
water's like, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, you literally live around springs and valleys all the way around here. Why is the water not coming from there? No, it doesn't. It gets pumped from miles.
Yeah.
Like, and you think, oh god. But then, if you really thought about it, you're drinking out of all those taps that come from copper pipes to from lead pipes to fucking rat piss.
Yeah, but the sewage system always recycles the stuff that goes in anyway, and you end up drinking that. So what's that about? You're
That's as bad
drinking,
as the Amsterdam story.
you're drinking old piss and shit. In theory,
Oh. It was
imagine
like the
that.
war. It was like the war when I was a kid in Blackpool of why it's brown.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
because it was pure. It was literally it was public evidence back then of how much it was. The problem is the pipeline
So
wasn't that big back then, so it all used to come back to shore.
backed up. Now they dump it
But
in the fucking sea, don't they?
they was dumped in the sea in Blackpool. That's what it was. That's when they first started dumping it. But the problem is the pipeline wasn't that long, so everything that used to pump out to sea used to end up being washed ashore.
That's my third eye
Oh,
last Friday on the
oh,
beach. Washes up on the next to you.
it's bad, isn't it? It's the world we live in. It's fucking dreadful.
Yeah.
Oh, what is one? I'll tell you what I was going to say because I was watching the new David Attenborough show last week, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I have two people, like two celebrities, that I really mold myself around in terms of how influential they are to me and have been to me.
Okay.
And I thought about it the other day, and I thought, do you know when somebody like the Matthew Perry thing, you know?
Yeah. Chandler, rest in peace. I love Friends.
Big thing for me because that show was a massive part of brotherhood for me. That's what we bonded as brothers over that show. So really sad. But then I thought about there's two people, two celebrities, not celebrities, but two people in that world that I think when that time comes and they advertise it, I'm gonna be fucking heartbroken.
Clearly, one of them's David Attenborough. Then.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Here we have Niall walking down the street.
Oh,
The
don't
wind
take
is
the piss.
blowing.
I don't know what it is, but I just think like if anyone is, he's skipping purgatory and he's going straight through the gates. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus is picking him up in his own taxi. That's what he's doing.
Do you know what I mean? He's getting like an Uber
Uber.
Lux. Uber Lux. Do you know what I mean? He's going straight to the gates because what a man! Like, is there a nicer man out there? Like, you know what I mean? You could just make a grandparent. I'll be like, yeah, mine's David Attenborough. It's just cool as shit, man.
So who's the other one?
David Jason, all day long.
Oh, Del Boy. Yeah, that would be sad. Yeah.
He is that's my fucking hero. Full on hero.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't actually think of him. One of mine is Morgan Freeman. I love that
yeah.
man. I've never even met him. Well, I have technically. Did I? Yeah, I was in Vegas. I saw him when they released the Las Vegas premiere, film premiere. And he was across the road from me. But yeah, so him definitely. I think Samuel Jackson as well. I think he's pretty cool, motherfucker.
Oh, Samuel, man.
Yeah. So yeah, there is a few. Obviously, we've never met them. We're never really going to meet them, unless by fluke. but they have such an impact on our lives through their artistry, their work in film and TV.
That's what it was for David Jason. It was his work. It was like, to most people, like Only Fools and Horses, it is just a comedy sketch, and it is just for some people, and it's funny and it's good. For me, it did so much to my mind to say, like, how ducking and diving and wheeling and dealing and the sad times of when you seen him when he was sad and when he was down and when he was out.
Yeah.
Like, and he was just normal, didn't give up. Do you know what I mean? Even when he got the millions, like, he was like, he fucking lost it. Just classic Del Boy. And I was just like, but he didn't give up. You know what I mean? He fell back down and stood back up again.
That show got me through my school years. From middle school to upper school, when you don't want to go to school, when you have to go to bed. And it's I used to watch Only Fools and Horses on video in my bedroom, and I used to fall asleep to watching them. And there was a couple of episodes that I always used to put on because they were so, when you put stuff on in the background, you feel comfortable, you're falling asleep or whatever.
Yes.
So the Peckham Spring was one of them.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't that much, when like the Batman one and the one when they win the millions and all that, there's like big moments that keep your brain active.
Yeah, yes.
The Peckham Spring one was just fucking quality all the way through. And there was another one, I can't remember what it was, but I used to watch normally two.
For me, exactly the same as you, as how you're saying it. For me, there's an episode called Friday the 14th where they go on a fishing trip.
Oh, yes, and that bloke comes in the house.
Yeah.
And the lights flash and the thunder and lightning. Yeah.
That was the episode for me that, again, every night put me into that relaxation mode of... But then all the other episodes, when I used to watch them, and I used to physically watch them, they would just give me something. And it molded me as, like, he's cool. Like, he's cool. Like... Yeah. And for me, that's why I thought to myself, I never want to have fucking millions, because I feel like when a person tries so hard all their lives, I just want to be rich. I just want to be rich. I want to have it all. I believe once they get there, they go, oh, I've done it now.
A bit of them dies.
And I've enjoyed the journey more. Because when he got sad, he's like, and he gets a phone call about some Hoovers or something.
He's happy again.
He's like, we're not in the business anymore.
Yeah, I nearly cried at that bit.
And I was like, that's it. You step out of the line of fire. It's like when, it's like soldiers when they say they miss being shot at. It's like, how crazy is that? It's like, no, they miss it because that moment was everything to them. Oh, God. Just, mate, what a show this has been. This has probably been one of my favourite shows for a very long time. I've really enjoyed it because it's just been raw talking about all sorts, apart from your weird fucking messed up story.
It's relevant and viral, so shh.
Oh, mate. Yeah, no. Do you know what? That note, people, thanks for joining us on another show, Dads, Lads and Kebabs. We'll talk shit all the time. Told you, literally. We had no agenda tonight, and we've literally filled an hour's worth of just pure Mickey and Niall.
You're welcome.
So, on that note, people, deuces, fuck off.
The Dads, Lads and Kebabs podcast is available to listen and download on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Podbean, and all other podcast platforms.